And then you can have them mix any custom color or any one of their, if you want a sample size. They're not candies anymore because they have some new HGTV line. You can still get sample size paint there or Home Depot.
That's a dollar store tool there.
It's great. Great for paint and for
I'm just watching through the culture over the
Dawn is
shoulder.
doing the official jelly demo.
I wouldn't go that far because I've only played with it once or twice.
Well, no, that makes you more the expert.
Yeah.
Actually.
I've played with mine once, so if you've done it twice, then you're the
Twice as
professional.
much experience as you. I did that one little class that was very, very good and free for me, and then I did the Daisy Yellow iCAD Challenge a couple of years ago, and that, those two things combined just changed my life. And especially because with the iCAD Challenge, you're really encouraged to post it. Let people see it. Don't just quietly hide away and think yours might not be as good enough, or, you know.
This container over here in the corner with all of these papers, that's giveaway. You can use any of those to paint on the jelly plate. And in the front, those little booklets, those are what I made one for everyone. Grab one of those, would you please, Diane? Or somebody? Yeah, these. Everybody take one of these, and you can use them as or to roll off your brayer, or clean off your paintbrush, and just make it a big old painty mess. But everybody, here, just take one.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. And just do what you want with it. Cool. I know Pat's going to kind of go, oh my gosh, what am I going to do with this? I don't even know. And that's okay.
I love
each of you. A little duck book to paint.
Oh, yay. I love the colors.
That is a cool stencil.
That is a very cool
one. Me either.
I didn't have enough paint, I don't think. Maybe if it was on a colored background, that would have been.
But that's the first layer, so it's good. Then you let it dry and do something else on it.
And you put that, lay that on another piece. This is cool. I got that one.
Toilet paper too, with some foamy things stuck on it.
I like
With what things on it?
foamy things.
Oh, cool.
Wow. Look at that.
Do you have any idea how you colored the paper that you have in your hand?
I do dye ink pads that were almost gone. Squirted them with water and then just laid them on there and let them bleed out. I had stacks and stacks and stacks of paper and just let them bleed through.
Yeah.
You said y'all went to that Texas Art Asylum?
Yes, you did.
So what else did you find today? Had you been before?
I have been once before, and I bought quite a few things. Because I'm in the middle of a de-stash and trying to get my office sorted out, I was really conscientious yesterday. I bought that jug of glaze thinking I would use it here today.
Right.
And a little glass drop for a project, chandelier drop. I've been looking for some for a project. My sister said, oh, I've got a bunch of them. And I said, okay, great, I want them. And they're very expensive to buy. So then we were going to be down there last night for graduation. And I said, hey, can you find those drops for me while I'm down? Oh, I think I might put those in the garage sale.
Oh, my God, no.
Years ago, one of my aunts would come down to visit my mom, and they would go to the quilt show. And I used to think, how in the hell can you go spend days at a quilt show?
Yes.
Until I went.
Kind of awesome.
Now I get it.
Yeah, much more
More than that.
to it than meets the eye, yeah.
One of the girls that my husband works with went down there, and so she asked him, we met up with her down there, so we ran into her, and so she asked him the next day, she said, well, what did you think of the quilt festival? And this was before I had gone that many times, He said, it's row after row after row of old ladies.
You can soak your paintbrushes if they have, if they're stiff, in alcohol.
I've heard you could do that with vinegar.
Murphy's oil soap I have found to be incredibly, even with dried on paint, but I don't wash my stencils.
Yeah.
I have one stencil that
You said you don't wash your stencils?
I have one that I used on a project so much that the color on it was so great, it's like, I don't need to wash that off, that looks cool just by.
It strengthens them.
Yeah, unless it starts getting to where, you know, it
Where
gets
it won't want
to lose your
inside,
design.
yeah, it gets gunked up in there, then I'll soak them, but otherwise, I don't even bother. Yeah, I did wash them the other day, because the pigment inks on them, which will never dry, so I had to wash those off.
Okay. What's going on with that?
Were we concentrating?
No,
Is it really that difficult? Linda, how did you and Pat meet?
To a Facebook group.
Facebook group?
Yeah, she's an imaginary friend.
I like that term.
I
That's
do
what my
too.
grandson called him, because I said, well, it's my friend in Ireland. He's like, yeah, really? I said, well, no, I haven't met her, but we're in these couple of groups, and we talk all the time on Facebook. And
We're like practically besties.
you and your imaginary friends. And I thought, that's pretty cool.
I can't tell you how many people that are friends that I met, because of online.
Yeah.
Did y'all meet online? Yeah, but you came to the conventions too, but it was online.
Yeah, we met first online and then met in person at a convention.
What kind of
Right. Rubber stamping.
Oh, rubber stamping.
Eons ago.
And yes, and do they have some of these conventions where they have all the, I always see people going to these big inks and stamps and
I guess there's probably scrapbook conventions.
scrapbooking
Yeah.
stuff.
Not too much.
One in
There's a
Europe.
couple.
There was one at Tom last, or this month.
Okay, this is going to be the most boring video ever.
Well, Bernie Near's girl can make another comment.
Yes, apparently I think somebody's ears bleed.
I saw that.
Bless her heart.
Bleeding girl, yeah.
Yeah, bleeding out the ears.
You talk so
I
much.
talked so dang much for those 5 minutes she was able to listen.
Couldn't stand it after that.
And I told Shannon that I was going to start a YouTube channel, but my videos are going to be spoofs of Shannon.
There you go.
That's a terrifying thought, actually.
That'd be awesome.
I'm not sure what makes people feel like they need to tell you.
I know. I told her to say, this is not Yelp.
I know. I'm not asking for reviews.
Yeah, I didn't ask you to watch it.
No one
Didn't
held a
really
gun to
ask
your
your
head.
opinion.
Yeah, point out there was 700,000 views.
Well, that turned out pretty
Thanks
good.
for letting me know how I did everything.
How bad it was.
Oh,
Yeah.
now that's kind of awesome.
That's what, I think that's the best one I've done yet.
That is a winner chicken dinner right there.
Oh, yeah.
So I guess the way they really get good is to layer, layer, layer,
Layer,
layer.
That's what I like, is just layer and layer and layer. Now, okay, Patti Parrish, if you watch her, she does precision printing on her jelly plates. I mean, she pulls that sheet off of there and every bit of ink comes off. Her imprint is completely perfect. I don't know if it's the paper. She uses some kind of a plain black cardstock, smooth cardstock.
That's what I'm using.
But they're perfect.
I will say that somebody in our art group demoed this for us one time, and I think she used golden paints when she did it.
Yeah.
And
I've seen it printed that golden is the best you can get.
I have seen a difference, and I mean, these are fun and I like these.
Right.
But Donna had she did some with
I could just watch some of my photos.
golden stuff, and they were
glowing.
gorgeous papers, yeah.
And I know Patti uses a variety of things. She uses those PBO
Oh, I want to try
metallic.
those.
Yeah, she
Those
uses a
are-
lot of those. And she'll layer her prints, but you can see every single layer. You know, it's not like the
Yes.
mishmash of layers that I do.
Right.
Hers are like precision layering, and I couldn't do that if I tried. And she leaves the perfect amount of white space, which makes me go, it's not finished. I've covered that white space. So yeah, I like the layering and the really mixed media layering look. I do too.
Yeah. How often do you clean off your jelly plate? I've seen you a couple of times. Have you cleaned yours at all?
You can just keep slapping paint on there,
Mhm.
and, you know, if there's stuff stuck on there, it wets it, and we'll pick it back up.
Have you cleaned your plate? No.
Occasionally, I keep a squirt bottle that used to have hand sanitizer in it. Hand sanitizer is good because it's just alcohol. You
Right.
can clean it with. But when the hand sanitizer ran out, I just refilled it with about half alcohol, half water. And I'll keep that out if sometimes it just starts looking kind of muddy and I want to completely clean it off. I'll squirt it down, but otherwise I don't really clean it.
Have y'all taken any courses online? From any yard?
Donna takes
Online stuff?
classes. I've taken quite a few. I've taken a couple,
Yeah.
not many. There's some good ones out there.
Yes, there are.
This is cool. Where did you get these from?
I picked those up at either the dollar store or maybe Michael's, but you can use them
I know.
for texture on there. You might want to try those too.
This is the bottom of the basket,
Cool.
and these were placement, or paper
paper
plate
plate
holders.
things. Very cool.
So we use those too.
Those bottles with the black nozzles kind of, those came like that, or did you buy those empty?
They were empty. I got them from American Science and Surplus online,
Oh, okay.
and just filled them with, I'm just using some diluted old craft paints, you know, that just have a little bit left in it. And I added water, so they're really watery. But they're working great.
Yeah, I saw that. That was cool.
This is so cool.
She's got the camera.
Not again.
I have to do something to make up for 2 hours of lousy footage.
Okay, y'all, it's really rude when somebody's walking around with stuff caught in their teeth to not tell them.
Oh, did you have something? I am the queen of pointing that out because I expect someone to tell me if I have something in my
These
teeth.
little specky things,
They get in it.
we're all, no, you're good. But I just walked in the bathroom and looked in the mirror as I was washing my hands. I was like, crap.
Oh, I promise.
That is not funny.
Oh, y'all, one time, me and my sister.
Here's the deal, I hadn't looked at it yesterday.
As long as you look,
We've all
it's
been head
fine.
down.
I may be embarrassed, but I'd much rather just be embarrassed and get it over with than be embarrassed
Right, exactly.
for hours all day.
My sister was in town and we went and had lunch at La Madeleine. And, you know, we go in and we had our nice little, it was just us, kids were taken care of, we're having our little girly frou-frou lunch. And I had to go to the bathroom. So I went to the bathroom and I came back out and I was walking to the table and I looked and she just bust out laughing and just doubled over. Like,
What?
What? And then I saw something out of the corner of my eye and I looked back. Y'all, I was trailing like 4 foot piece of toilet paper. It was like an Olympic ribbon dance around a piece of toilet paper clear across
On
the
your
room.
foot?
On my foot. And I thought I saw something out of the corner of my eye.
Yeah.
I was walking back. But she was dying laughing.
Yeah.
And we both were laughing so hard we had to leave. So
Yeah.
we got up, you know, kicking the thing off. We get into the car and we're laughing about it. And I looked at her. It's just this giant piece of spinach.
And by the way, while you were
And we
laughing,
were like, oh my God, next time we're going to McDonald's where we belong.
Have you guys been to see the Infinity Machine?
Oh, no.
Shall we go tomorrow? Shall we make a date?
Yes.
Okay, we're going to go back.
It's at the Manil Collection Museum, whatever.
Where the Manil collection is, the Byzantine chapel, the frescoes are gone. They're not there anymore. It's the Infinity Machine. Yeah.
Okay, okay. You're not going to be able to imagine it because you can't without seeing it. But think of something from the ceiling that tall, at least. And it goes around real slow. And then
And
there's
probably bigger around.
Well, it's bigger around than that, yeah.
Yeah.
But they recorded sounds in space, and that's the noise you hear as it's moving. And it's all vintage mirrors hanging, I mean, 150, 140 something.
Yeah.
And they're, it's like on a giant wheel truss thing that and they're layered, and it goes around, so you're seeing, it's pitch black, Irma's pitch black, except the lights that are on that, and it is just
It's incredible.
awesome.
And you're not supposed to be able to see your reflection in any of them, but we found that there's one spot, because we sat all around the room in like the almost hour that we were there. There's one spot where you can actually catch yourself. But it is amazing.
Wow, that sounds really cool.
It's free.
But it is just,
And seriously, when we stepped in, we both were just like, this is not the most incredible thing I've ever seen.
concept.
Yes. So.
I forgot the paper.
get a picture of that.
Yes.
I'm sitting there going, where's my camera?
That's
That's
funny.
too good. That's awesome. Okay, you get it, you send it to me.
Okay.